Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more. No, we're not back with more. Today's episode is about what was supposed to be Wednesday's episode. But anyway, we're talking about George Santos and all this lying, and now it's getting him into big trouble because New York Republican elect Santos investigated for lying about his past. I've got uh, a version by the AP and one by NPR. Let's go ahead and look at the AP here. U.S. Representative-elect George Santos of New York was under investigation by Long Island prosecutors on Wednesday after revelations surfaced that the now embattled Republican lied about his heritage, his education, and his uh, professional work history and everything. Despite the doubt about his fitness to hold federal office, Santos has shown no signs of stepping aside, even as he publicly admitted to his long list of lies. Nassau County District Attorney Andy Donnelly, who is a Republican, said the fabrications and inconsistencies were nothing short of stunning. Residents of Nassau County and other parts of the 3rd District must have an honest and accountable representative in Congress, she said. If a crime was committed in this country, we will prosecute it. Santo, uh, Santos's campaign did not immediately respond to a request for comment Wednesday. He is scheduled to be sworn in next Tuesday when the U.S. House reconvenes. If he assumes office, he could face investigations by the House Committee on Ethics and the Justice Department. He has already suggested he does not intend to step aside in a Twitter post Wednesday about a visit to the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy earlier in the day. He says in the tweet, "In Congress, I look forward to working alongside them to fully utilize this amazing resource we have in our own backyard in New York 3rd District." Let's take a look at what he has lied about. I've got several things listed here just because I want to show that he's getting pushback from both the left and the right. We have a right wing paper, the Washington Examiner, talking about the lies continuing to grow. And we've got CNN and then even a UK paper, The Independent, both talking about the lies and listing them off. So, some of the lies uh, George Santos claimed in a campaign. This is all from The Independent. In a campaign biography during his failed 2020 bid for Congress, that he had briefly attended a prestigious prep school in New York. claiming he went to Horace Mann prep school but did not finish due to financial difficulties. As you can expect, Horace Mann officials said there is no record of him ever attending. He said he went to college at and received degrees from New York University and Baruch College. As it turns out, not only did he not graduate from either school, officials at both said there's no record of him attending. Santos even has now come out and admitted, yes, he didn't attend either. Santos, as it turns out, did not work at either Citigroup's or Goldman Sachs, and he has now admitted that this too was a fiction that he made up. Uh, Now he claims he worked for the two banks through a third company, though he hasn't provided any information for that either. Let's see. Mr. Santos previously claimed to have founded a charity called Friends of Pets United, taking credit for supposedly saving thousands of dogs and cats. But there is no IRS records of the group, and Santos himself even backed away from the claim that he founded the group, later saying that he only campaigned for the group and tried to find foster homes for some animals. He claims he was Jewish and his grandparents fled the Holocaust, saying that, the Republican Jewish Coalition says that he represented himself to them as Jewish and that he had made public comments in that effect in interviews. And then there was a position paper uncovered by Axios in which he simply refers to himself as an American Jew. However, in a recent interview in Fox News, he insisted that he had not lied and in fact only referred to himself as Jewish. So, yeah. During the 2020 campaign, Mr. Santos told voters that he owned more than a dozen rental properties across the state of New York. That's not true either. He told City and State New York that he actually does not own any properties at all. Some may be owned by his family, but he only, at the time, had use of them. One of the worst lies he's told so far was in a tweet in which Mr. Santos claimed that his mother had died in the 9/11 terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers in New York. Then he sent another tweet 5 months later that said his mother had a new time of death, 23rd of December 2016. She can't die twice. So yeah, the guy hasn't even held national office, and he's been caught in numerous lies, and they keep adding up. Let's see if I can find. Santos claimed his mom immigrated from Belgium. This was in a radio appearance from December 2020, and said that his mother fled socialism in Europe and moved to the United States. My father fled socialism in Brazil. My mother fled socialism in Europe, and they came here to and built a family. And today they can be proud to have a son who is a well accomplished businessman, who is now running for U.S. Congress. That's something that wasn't in the cards for my family. He also claimed in another interview from 2020 that he grew up with a white Caucasian mother, an immigrant from Belgium. But Santos's mother was born in Brazil, according to genealogical records. That piece of information was from CNN. Let's see what else I can find, maybe under the Washington Examiner. Work experience, education, Jewish ancestry, finances and real estate property, mother's death. So yeah, same ones I saw under the Independent. But yeah, George Santos has shown no reason why he should hold public office. He has shown he could be a pathological liar. The man needs to step down. He just don't want to step down because we've hit an age in our politics where lies don't matter anymore. It's decayed to the point to where lies, no matter how much you lie, doesn't disqualify you. So now he's under investigation. Oh, goodness. Don't get me wrong. We've had presidents and members of Congress and even Supreme Court justices lie and do scandalous things before. But if they were of a certain level, they usually step down. They realized it was unacceptable. But we don't get that anymore because we've allowed our federal government system to decay to such a point. Anyway, I'll go ahead and post these links in the description below the video. Just look below the video. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.